Yo, is God stupid? For real, like, this has been bothering me this week because I've been just battling, just battling the battle, just going up against this machine. And what I mean by the machine is this corporate-driven, registered dietitian endorsed, misinformation juggernaut that we've got. You know what I mean? That's just giving out all this information, telling us the wrong things to do, and just making everybody sicker. It's crazy. People are just getting fatter and fatter and sicker and sicker, and the people who are giving us the information are usually fat and sick themselves. It seems so backwards. It's just like nonsense to me that this is going on. And if you look at it and just kind of read between the lines, you just really think about what they're saying to you. They're saying that God is stupid, and you don't have to believe in God. And, I'm not a religious person myself, really. You can believe in the Big Bang and whatever. You can believe that the aliens put us here, whatever. But whomever put us here must have been really stupid to be like, we're going to put these humans here, right? And they going to need food to stay alive, but we're going to put saturated fat in the meat to kill them, or we're going to put yolks in the eggs, or we're going to put cholesterol in the milk. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't really make any sense. But when you look at what we're being told our product is better for you than what was put here in the first place for you. We can do better than the creator, whomever that may be. We can keep you alive better than God can keep you alive. Alright? It is absolutely backwards. I've always believed that the definition of insanity is to do the same things over and over and over and over again and expect a different result. But our results are getting worse. People are getting worse. People are less healthy. People are sicker than they've ever been in the history of the world. Violating the rules of nature. Giving money to corporations who lie to us and tell us that their food is better for us. And then at the same time, that causes us to give money to the pharmaceutical companies for drugs that they say are better for us. And it all ends one place. It all ends in less vitality. It ends in premature death. It ends in chronic degenerative diseases. And I know people are going to come at me and they're going to say, oh, but we live longer now. I can shred that one. We don't live longer now. First of all, are we really living? Or is technology and whatnot keeping us from dying? Because I thought that living was vitality. But I talk every day to people, young people, who can't walk up and down a flight of stairs. I talk to guys who can't get it up. I talk to people who eat like handfuls of pharmaceutical drugs every day. That's not living to me. If you want to look at life, and if you want to come at me with this whole "we're not living, we live longer now" thing, you got to look at the works of the missionary doctors. You got to look at Weston Price. You got to look at Villamar Stephenson and whatnot. People like that who lived with native people, whose lives, whose conditions haven't changed for centuries. Those were healthy people who didn't have cancer, who didn't have heart disease, who didn't have obesity. These are people who followed the laws of nature, who ate the food that the Creator put here and were healthy because of it. These are people who never even had a single case of cancer. These missionary doctors never saw a single case of cancer until the processed food came in. All right? Until they got the sugar, until they got the pasteurized milk, until they got the refined, processed carbohydrates, until they got the table salt. They didn't have heart disease. They didn't have cancer. All right? But as soon as it came in, they got it. And it's crazy because we've got these doctors, and doctors are the ones who have actually a shorter lifespan than their patients, who are telling us to eat particular foods, but in 1930 and in 1935 or 1934, a man named Otto Warburg won the Nobel Prize because he discovered that cancer feeds solely on the fermentation of sugar. Okay? But your doctor doesn't tell you that now. Instead, your doctor says, don't eat fat. Doesn't say anything about sugar, but tells you to focus on fat. Focus on the saturated fat that the Creator put in the food in the first place for you to eat. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to take the fat out of the milk. 1% milk is stupid. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to take the yolk out of the egg. That is stupid. You know what I'm saying? And so we got to get back to nature, because if you think about it this way, there's not a whole lot of money in nature. There's a whole lot of money in modifying nature. There's a whole lot of money in lying and telling you that their product is better for you than the one that nature already prepared for you. All right? So always keep that in mind when you spend your money on the food that you eat. All right? I just had to vent today. And tomorrow I'm going to come back at you for sure. And we're going to talk about blood sugar and how to keep your blood sugar in check and keep your body burning fat. But today I just had to vent because it's been a heck of a week. I've been having some debates and people are challenging me, and they don't make any sense because they look sick and healthy to me. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I'm out. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for listening.